Hello! Welcome to this stream. Today we are going to be playing Mario Kart Super Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. Actually, this is the version that was released on the WiiU Virtual Console that we're going to be using today. It's basically the same, but the WiiU has an HDMI output, which makes streaming way easy, so that's what we're going to do. There is multiplayer on this, which is great if you have multiple systems. It actually only requires one game card. If you have a bunch of Game Boy Advances, get them together and play. But unfortunately, it doesn't work on the Wii U version. But yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and do some single player today and run through a Grand Prix like we've been doing. I'm going to go ahead and try 100cc. This particular Mario Kart I don't know a ton about, but we'll give it a try. See how we do. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think that Shy Guy Beach is right. No, the Riverside Park, yeah, is in Mario Kart 8, which is cool. Bowser Castle 2. Luigi Circuit, Sky Garden. That one looks fun. We'll do that one. Ah, it's raining. Cool. Don't know when you go, but I'm guessing. Yeah, got it. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is slippery. Okay, so you might notice it's kind of similar to the Super Nintendo Mario Kart in the way that it works. There's the world that's basically just a flat plane that rotates around you. And in fact, a lot of the content for the Super Game Boy was basically Super Nintendo games re-released, just because the system was that powerful and they thought it was pretty cool that you could play Super Nintendo games on the go. And you know what? They were right. I think the Game Boy Advance came out in about 2000, maybe 2001. So, I mean, the Super Nintendo wasn't brand new by any means, but it was a still very popular... Oh, man. Those puddles are screwing me up. Ooh, I am not doing great. Maybe I just should drive more like on Super Mario Kart. Let's see if that helps. I'm trying to drive like it's Mario Kart 64, and it's just not working for me. See if more of a Super Mario Kart approach works better. Yeah, seems to be working a little bit better. So yeah, they brought the coins back in this one. They took those out on 64, but this is the third game, and they brought the coins back like they had in Super Mario Kart. So that's cool. And the point of the coins is the more coins you have, the faster your kart goes. So you want to pick those up, they'll help you out. Alright. So, I mean, I'm ranking, not doing great, but I'm ranking. I bet that this one kind of functions similarly to Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64, in that if you don't get 4th or higher, you don't get to move on to the next race and probably lose a life. Oh shoot, there's holes! Ah! Interesting. Bumpy. So yeah, it looks quite similar, honestly, to the Super Nintendo version. It's obviously a slightly lower resolution screen than the Super Nintendo version, but there's still, I feel like, slightly higher processing power in the Game Boy Advance than there's the Super Nintendo. Dang it. So, some things like the backgrounds and stuff are a little bit fancier, I feel like, in this than they would have been in Super Nintendo. I don't think that the Super Nintendo offered any backgrounds on levels that had holes on the side. I think it was just like black space, basically. But in this game, like, you can kind of see that there's stuff down below the horizon that gives that feeling that you're up on a cloud. So that, I think, is one thing that the Super Nintendo version either couldn't do or just didn't. And it almost seems like the background actually does get closer slightly as you get closer to it. That might not be actually true. I might just be seeing things with that. It kind of seems like as I'm driving toward a beanstalk, it kind of gets closer to me just a little bit. So that's cool. Ah, shoot! Should not have used that right there. Alright, so we're gonna find out about having to rank. 6th place. Do we get to keep going, or what? Yeah, gotta try again. I lost one of those flags there. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. That vibration's really wigging me out. I don't know how it looks like on the stream, but from here, like, it's crazy. They're vibrating as they sit at the starting line. It just kind of looks weird. Probably looked better on the tiny screen of the Game Boy Advance, but 1080p it looks kind of weird. Get that. Ah, jeez, come on. I shouldn't be able to get knocked out just by someone running into me. Donkey Kong's supposed to be at least slightly heavyweight. That'll help. That'll help too. Ah, okay. Missed the jump, but still made the jump by jumping myself, so that's good. Missed the ramp, I guess, would be the correct term. Come on. Turn. Ah, get out of the cloud. Ah! Oh! Yes, okay. That worked out somehow. Ah, jeez, Yoshi. I was gonna get that. So, yeah. Remember when we did Super Mario Kart that the enemies basically just had items when they wanted them? Not the case for this one. They actually do pick up the items, just like you do, so that feels a little bit less like the computer's cheating. I don't know if they actually pick up the items. They might just, like, make them disappear from the track so you can't get them. And then they have whatever item they happen to want. But I don't know. I don't really know. I can definitely say that Mario Kart functions differently for the humans than it does the computer characters. Non-player characters definitely work differently in Mario Kart. They go faster when you're going faster, they go slower when you're going slower. Like, the whole game is based on really just the player, which is really, I think, quite smart. Ah, jeez. Not doing great at all. Get through here real quick. Okay. The jump turns definitely are pretty good on this one, actually. They turn you pretty sharp, which is nice. Oh man. Ah. hit a bird, but I don't think it did anything. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay. There we go. Get Yoshi out of the way. Not able to get a first place on here yet. Let's keep going. Ah, jeez. Ah, man. The way he kind of wiggles when he hits those guys before he peels out, I wonder if there's a cancel, kind of like on 64. Ah, jeez. There's a button I can push to cancel the crash. Ah, jeez. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. Still in third place, but depending on how this goes, I think in striking distance of second, maybe even first, probably not. There doesn't seem to be quite as much randomness in this one as far as like how well the computer players do. Like, it seems basically it's always Yoshi in first. And I wonder how they determine that, like if it's random every time, as far as which player's gonna do good, or if it's based on the player you pick, like in Super Mario Kart. Ah, jeez. Oh, what's that? Oh, I got a Shy Guy on my back. How did that happen? Yeah, the scaling, you can tell, is actually being done a little bit more hard, with a little bit more calculation and stuff than the Super Nintendo version. Like, the Super Nintendo version, as players drive away, there's basically, like, just, they snap to certain levels of zoom. And this one seems to, like, scale more smoothly, but, like, the graininess of the graphics really kind of hinder how effective that actually is. But yeah, there's definitely a smoother scaling algorithm going on than there was on the Super Nintendo version. I'm not sure if the Super Nintendo version actually even did scale, to be honest. Like, it might have just been that there were simpler, smaller sprites to use as they're further away. All the scaling hardware was probably used up trying to run the Mode 7 rotating ground. So we're in first place, and Yoshi's in third. We might be interesting to see how this ends up. Ah, jeez. Got that Shy Guy on my back. Pretty far ahead, though. I think we're gonna hopefully get first place. If I don't shoot myself. Yeah, looks like we got it. Awesome. Cool. Bowser stays, good. And then Yoshi. So Yoshi was in first place. We'll see how things shake up. Ah, okay. So Yoshi stays in first, and I take second. Then Bowser, Toad, Luigi, Wario, Peach. So yeah, I noticed Toad basically always got fourth place, except for the time I got fourth place. And Bowser always got second place, except that last round. So there is still some randomness as far as how well the computer players do. So that's good. Wonder if they still have the fish in this one. Platform. Yeah, that vibration they were doing. Yeah, still using the same song, the fish, the trophy. It's good. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about Mario Kart 8. I really don't like that about Mario Kart 8. The way that the end of the Grand Prix runs. Like, it's just feels so anticlimactic. It just shows the ranking and if there was a trophy earned, what that trophy was, and then it moves on. Like, there's no animation, the music isn't as good. Yeah, it's just, I don't really care for that. Cool. So, probably can't do battle mode without like actual hardware, because yeah, it's gonna try to hook up. You know what they should have done when they released these on Wii U and stuff is make them work with the modern connection issues situation. So like when I go into multiplayer, like whether I pick multi-pack or single pack shouldn't really matter, but I should be able to connect to other Wii U users around the world and play through the internet. Like, that would be so cool, but they didn't do that, so that's kind of lame. So where are we at? 16-minute stream? Yeah, it's a shorter stream than most that I've been doing, but I think it's a good stream. It's a good game. Plays really well. The Wii U Virtual Console version, with the exception of losing multiplayer, it plays really well, and the bitty looking appearance, like I kind of like it. It feels pretty retro. Feels pretty cool. You can definitely see how the Game Boy Advance had a very broad color palette that I could choose from, and they're able to really get the colors they want. But yeah, they really should have put that multiplayer in the game somehow, like connecting through the internet or something like that. Hopefully when the Switch gets its Virtual Console stuff up and running, they'll put those sorts of things in there. Hopefully not just local. Hopefully like through the internet, so you can be playing with your friend down the street, or you can be playing with your friend around the world, and that would be really cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. I am Matt Stedman from the Video Game Heritage Institute. It's a non-profit 501c3 organization here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Our goal is to build a museum and a library about video games, their history, their impact on our culture, all that good stuff. If you love video games, if they've affected your life, please support our cause. There are some cards here on this video for ways that you can support us. We are a charity that you can select on Humble Bundle, so when you're buying games on Humble Bundle, which is a fantastic little thing, you just pay what you want for different bundles of games each month. And then they've also got a store on there, and it's basically got everything that you find on Steam. So if you have Steam and you buy stuff on Steam, I would recommend just using Humble Bundle instead, because for one, you can give to a charity. Even if it's not us, you can pick any number of awesome charities and donate some money to them every time you buy some games. And then on the pay what you want deals, there's a few of those every month. Right now there are 2 going on, and you pick the charity that the money goes to, almost always. Sometimes they have a specific charity that is set up, but usually you can pick your charity, and then you can also even control how much you spend and where that money goes. So if you just think Humble Bundle is an awesome service, and you don't really care about supporting charities or developers, which, come on, pay the developers and the charities, please, but you can give it all to Humble Bundle, or you can give it all to the developers, and make Humble Bundle basically, they do take a little bit out, I think, just like cover their basic costs. But yeah, or you can give it all to charity, and it's really cool. Really cool system, really cool service. If you don't use Humble Bundle, you should. And then also, we are a YouTube charity, so you can, there's a card here that you can donate through YouTube, and that would be awesome. But if you don't want to donate money, that's fine. We'll take your games, we'll take your time, we'll take your hard work. If you're here in Utah, there's plenty of little projects that we could use your help with. So if you would like to help out, go ahead and email me. The email address is matt@vghi.org. and we'll figure something out, something that we can do together, something that we can get some work done, make a difference for the future of these games. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again, hopefully on Friday. Planning on doing Double Dash Mario Kart. So that one is not available on my Wii U, so gonna have to dig out my Wii and play it on the GameCube on there, and hopefully we can get the live stream figured out for that. But should see you Friday, and talk to you later. Bye.